Welcome, folks. I am Jabby Kuwait, joined by STEPH. SABRAW. What up, bruh?
What up?
We're looking at Marvel Studios' special presentation, Werewolf by Night, official trailer, Disney+. The only thing I've gotten about Werewolf, because I didn't even know Werewolf was like a character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, was looking at breakdowns from Moon Knight, which is also a character I had no knowledge of until that show dropped. I liked the character of Moon Knight quite a bit. I know that some people were disappointed that Werewolf didn't make an appearance because they thought that the dude getting beat down in the bathroom was Werewolf.
Yeah.
I got some stuff from Eric Voss talking about that. Anyway.
But it wasn't him.
It was not Werewolf. It was something else entirely. But anyway, here we go. Let's check this out. Werewolf by Night.
Oh.
This Halloween, you can't escape the shock, the terror of Werewolf by Night.
Tonight, it is every hunter for themselves.
Good luck. I'll be rotting for you.
What?
One of you is a monster, masquerading as one of our own. I can't wait to find out what breed of evil you are.
What?
You'll wanna see this, darling.
Please don't do this. Death is coming for you!
Werewolf by Night.
Oh, nice. Nice.
What?
Very nice. I am with it. I like it. The only thing I wish is that they did it in 4:3 aspect ratio, because if you look at those old films like Frankenstein and, everything from Universal Pictures, 4:3 was the aspect ratio for a long time until they finally brought out widescreen. I mean, they're bending the rules a little bit. It's just supposed to give you the taste of what it was like for those old movies. If you go back and watch WandaVision, it's borrowing from the old show style, but they still kind of broke the rules of what you would do in those old shows. And me being a stickler for that kind of stuff, I kind of called it out. But if I were to go back and watch WandaVision, I wouldn't care as much. And so I'm walking into this sort of accepting that right away, that it's heavily inspired by that. It's not trying to replicate it exactly. I don't know anything about Werewolf, and this is a very interesting way to go about introducing this character into the MCU.
I absolutely love that. I feel like for the past year, everyone's like, Marvel's so formulaic. Marvel's only following this, and this type of pacing. And this is completely different.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love this old film style and that classic vampire werewolf story.
Yeah.
It seems like those were vampires, right?
I only saw the werewolf.
Yeah.
At the very end.
And we're going to find out more. The werewolf seems to be getting a bad rap, but maybe he's being misunderstood.
Well, the other thing about this is, as Marvel is trying the more mature stuff, because they do have Deadpool on the Disney Plus now, and they have Daredevil on Disney Plus. They're trying to introduce the audience to the more mature thematic stuff. This is actually a very smart way to do that, because obviously Moon Knight, I think a lot of people were expecting Moon Knight to be more violent than it was, because in the comics, it's a lot more graphic. And I think a lot of people were surprised that they stuck to what is, for all intents and purposes, PG-13 for Moon Knight.
Yeah.
And this is a step in that direction of making it more mature, but doing it in a way that's kind of palatable, because it sort of makes it cheesy, but deliberately so, when it's this black and white old film style. Because if you watch, a horror film from the 40s or 50s or whatever, it's goofy now, but at the time it was the most frightening thing, and people were scared, and it was edgy. Now it's not. Just like the Beatles used to be edgy music, and now it's... So what I'm saying is, with this, it's introducing it in such a way that it's mature and more graphic, I guess, because they sort of hinted at it being violent with the arm falling off and some blood and a little bit of gore. But it's all done in such a way that is still sort of riding that edge of between PG-13 and R. I think this is a very, very cool way and smart way to introduce this character, but I have no idea how he factors into anything else.
No, we don't even see him.
No.
So I think that's cool. I'm invested in learning who this is. I think they give you just enough to be like, All right, and October is the perfect vibe. Like everyone's
That's
on their
true.
spooky game right now.
That's true.
And this is like I'm gonna watch this. Absolutely, I don't love scary stuff, but I'm sure it's not gonna be that scary because it's still Marvel and we're still on Disney Plus. But I think that this is my October watch for sure.
Yeah. I initially was thinking as it started that it was just a joke. That's the thing. Because I was like, oh, well, this is just the beginning of it, right? And then they're going to get into the program and it's going to be like normal. But that's the whole thing. Oh, it's a 1 hour thing. It's a 1 hour movie.
Dang, what a fun little project they did.
That's-
Gael Garcia Bernal. I
Yeah.
love him in Mozart After Dark, I think is the show.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Mozart something.
Yeah.
I think he is the werewolf.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because he's on the poster.
Yeah.
But
Oh, good for him.
it's fascinating that it's just like a 1 hour thing. This is just so that we can know who this guy is, so that when we see him later in the, MCU.
For sure.
Based on the presentation of this, it makes me think that whatever werewolf character we get in the MCU when he's being brought into the present day stuff, he's going to be a much older character.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if the actor Gael Garcia Bernal is going to be aged up or if he's going to look exactly the same. I don't know much about werewolf lore and if they look the same their entire lives or if they age but they can still turn into a werewolf or something.
Yeah, I don't know about their werewolf rules too. Like, is it only at full moon or can they change whenever? If it's not, then I think if he's a werewolf all the time, that will make it easy in terms of aging. He has one look, right?
Right.
But I think that you're totally right. This seems like this is his origin story. And then when we see him again, we'll now know his origin story and then how he's progressed in his life. His werewolf life.
So one of the directors of this project is actually initially a music composer, and he's done so many movies as a music composer.
Dang, that's dope.
That's wild. Hold on, do I have this right? I'm gonna record the screen so y'all can see what I'm seeing. So he's done music for Thor: Love and Thunder, Lightyear, Jurassic World Dominion, The Batman, Spider-Man: No Way Home. This is the same dude who's directing this? This is crazy. And then,
he got in work this year. Way to go.
And then as a director, he's got 4 credits to his name. Untitled Marvel Disney Plus Halloween Project.
Okay.
Directed by Werewolf by Night. Oh, so there's 2 different things. That's wild.
He must be the king of spooky.
This is just bizarre to me. And then we got Jacob Maya is the other director. And he's also in it.
Oh, that's
I
dope.
saw his face right there as Jake Gomez. So he put himself in the project. This is interesting. I just wanted to see what these directors also did. He's an actor and he's directed. This is his only thing that he's directed.
Whoa.
This is wild. What else has he written? The Alchemy Project, Alchemy's Sons, A Star Wars Story. Okay, so he's part of Disney. Okay. Anyway, fascinating stuff. You guys, hopefully you got something out of it. Please let us know if you got any like tidbits, Easter eggs, or details that we missed. Would love to know in the comments below. Follow Steph's Abroad on the social media. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon. Please all notifications and vote this up. Thanks so much for hanging out, even though we didn't know anything about this. I'm Jabby Kawai. This is
Steph's abroad.
Peace out.